Am I the asshole for taking legal action after my family stopped inviting me to holidays because I was bad for the vibe? I didn't know poverty could ruin the vibe of a family until mine told me it did. They didn't say it directly at first. They never do. They just stopped calling me when it mattered. How I became that mood killer. I 25F wasn't doing great financially after college. Bad job market, bad timing, bad luck. I was trying, just not succeeding fast enough. My family, on the other hand, loved celebrating success. Holidays were their favorite stage. At Thanksgiving, conversations went like this. Your cousin bought a car. Your sister's company sent her abroad. Look at her life, so sorted. Then someone would glance at me and say, you'll figure it out someday. Not encouragement. A conclusion. The first time I wasn't invited. 2 years ago, my family planned Thanksgiving dinner at a fancy restaurant. I found out from photos. When I asked my mother why no one told me, she said, we didn't think you'd be comfortable. Everyone was discussing investments. That was the first time I understood. My presence embarrassed them. New Year's was worse. New Year's Eve, my cousin hosted a party. Everyone went. Except me. My aunt texted, it's very high-end, don't feel bad. I stared at that message for a long time. I wasn't poor because I was lazy. I was poor because life hadn't been kind yet. But they didn't care about the reason. What hurt the most? They didn't cut me off completely. That would have been honest. They still called when paperwork needed doing. Online forms confused them. Someone needed help. But celebrations, photos, pride, those were reserved for people doing well. The line that changed everything. Last Thanksgiving, my uncle finally said it out loud. He laughed and said, let's be honest, she brings the mood down. Festivals are about positivity. Everyone laughed. No one corrected him. I went home and cried, not loudly, just quietly enough to understand something. They didn't see me as family. They saw me as an inconvenience. The part they didn't know. What they didn't know was that during the time they were embarrassed by me, I was rebuilding quietly. New job, then a better one, then savings. Still no luxury, but stability. They also didn't know that for years, my family had been using my name as an emergency contact. Listing me on documents, casually implying I'd handle things if needed. I never agreed. I just never said no. When they crossed into legal territory. 3 months ago, I received a notice. A financial liability, partially in my name. Turns out my family had assumed I'd manage it, like always. I called them. They said, don't make this ugly. It's family. That sentence used to silence me. This time, it didn't. What I did next, I hired a lawyer, not to punish them, to protect myself. We sent a legal notice. Denying responsibility. Demanding my name be removed. Asking them to stop using my details without consent. The panic was immediate. People who hadn't invited me to holidays for years were suddenly calling every day. My aunt cried. My uncle said I was overreacting. My mother said, why are you doing this now? I wanted to ask, why did you ignore me then? The outcome calmer, quiet and final. Legally, my name was cleared. The liability fell back on them. All communication was restricted to written form. Socially, holidays continued without me. But the jokes stopped. The confidence disappeared. They don't call me negative anymore. They call me distant. Why I don't regret it. They think I changed because I got money. I didn't. I changed because I finally understood this. People who are ashamed of you in hard times don't deserve access to you in stable ones. Final line, the Reddit one that hits. They cut me off because I was too poor for their celebrations. I cut access when they became too careless with my life.